Okay, guys, I just wanted to welcome everybody to our Global Business Social. We do this every Sunday, same time, same place, but we like to bring different speakers from around Monet who've been in the business a while, maybe brand new and they're just on fire, or they've just got something interesting and important to share. And so we try to search for everybody that might be different and can connect with your prospects in a different way. And every Sunday we'll give away a product or two. And this Sunday, we're giving away our amazing sun veil. It's getting to be that time of year where you definitely want to go outside with some sun protection on your skin. And what better than using the Monat sun protection sun veil? And so, if you want to be in the drawing, you've just basically, if you're a guest, non-market partner, put your name in the comments below, especially if you're like name is Galaxy S20 or whatever it is. We really got to know what your name is. And so your full name, and we'll be able to put your name in the drawing that we'll do at the end. For now, I wanted to introduce somebody who's been in Monat. Man, is about as long. He'll tell you exactly when he got in, but he's an original from the early ons in Monat. I remember seeing him in everything. I think he got to share I think he went to Cabo. Am I right about that? Did you earn Cabo way back when? No? Okay, I guess not. I don't know why.
I didn't get to. It was a time where I had some other stuff going on, so unfortunately I didn't get to go.
Right. I just thought you did. I personally didn't get to go. Roxy went, and it was a great trip. So I just remember that she made a lot of friends there. Anyways, so tonight we have Ty Edmison. He is been in the business for forever, since it started basically. And he is definitely an advocate and a true spirit of the business. He's a market mentor, an original founder, and I can't wait to hear how he got started and more about his journey. So Ty, why don't you take over?
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for having me on the call. I have always look forward to these type of things. If nothing else, they teach you a lot more about the business, and they kind of get you out there. For me, I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm probably an introverted person more than anybody would think. These things make me nervous as hell, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. And the only reason that I do these and enjoy it is because I am so passionate about Monat. My first passion is I am a hairdresser, and so my first passion is hair. I absolutely love hair and everything there is to do about it. I do coloring, I do cutting, I do extensions, all of it, and I have done retail. And up until Monat came about, I didn't have a retail product that did exactly what it said it was going to do. Everything that Monat tells you that it's going to do, it falls into line, and it does. And that is, as a hairdresser, that is amazing for us. And as a user of the product, that's even better. People love to see, the first time they use it, we call it their aha moment. They get to see what the products do for their hair. But way back, I have been in with Monat. I joined about a month after our official launch. So I joined in November 26th of 2014. And my upline and wonderful friend right now is Kelly Bryant. And she came to me and found me on social media. And she found me on LinkedIn, and she called me to ask me if she could come visit with me and if she could bring some products to have me look at and to use. And she wanted my opinion on what I thought about the products. And, I'm always up for that. And of course, as a hairdresser, that's our number one thing, is always trying to find the wonderful product. And so I said, sure. So she made an appointment with me, asked for my time, and came and we visited, and she told me, a little bit about the company. And of course, in the beginning, we didn't have the products that we do now. There were 9 products, but it was enough to be wonderful. They had a volume product, and we had the Renew, which is the hydrating product, and we had the men's line, the 2-in-1, the Monat Black. Well, it wasn't black at the time; it was just Monat's men's shampoo. But so she left a basket with me of the products and asked me to use them and get back with her after I'd tried them. Well, you get busy, and I had full intention of doing it. Well, it took me a good 3 weeks to actually try the products. And Kelly was so sweet. She was so wonderful. She'd just call me about every 4 or 5 days and ask me if I'd tried the products. And I said, oh gosh, Kelly, I got to be truthful. I'm sorry. I really want to, but I haven't yet. And she said, well, if you don't get a chance to try them, at least try them on your clients if you want to. And so I said, okay, I promise you that I'll do that. So I did. I started using them on my clients, and they were really, really impressed. And I thought, wow, if this is something that they're that impressed about, I've got to use this. So I started using it, and I knew that it was something wonderful and that it was doing something great for me, because when my clients came in, I never had clients actually tell me how wonderful I looked. I always was complimenting them and telling them how wonderful their hair was. But I worked in a salon that was in the suites. We each had a suite of our own, and I had a hallway you could walk in from the front door, and then they would see me. I had a big kind of a bay window, and all my clients started walking in and started looking through the window at me, and I was like, oh my God, what the heck is going on here? And so just started asking me questions about, what have you done with your hair differently? Your hair looks amazing. And I was like, well, the only thing that I've done differently with my hair is I'm using a new product. And it's something that somebody asked me to try, and I'm actually really liking it. So we're going to go ahead and try it on you today and see what you think of it. And, I'd like to get all of your compliments and comments and your opinion. But so that's where I started. And I was really, when Kelly came to me, this is the hard part of my story. I had been losing hair. I'd had a lot of hair loss about, let's see, November. My mother passed in February, and I was very close to Mother, and we lost my father 8 months before that. So it was a hard time for our family. And so when I lost Mother, it drove me crazy. I was losing hair from the stress of it. And thank God, I noticed the shower, drain was just covered with hair, and it was really getting scary. My partner, Jeffrey, started noticing, and he started telling me, Ty, he said, you can start to kind of see your scalp when your hair is wet. When I get in the pool and get out, he said, your hair is really thinning. You need to do something about that. So that's when Monat came to me, and right after that, and that's the first thing that I noticed, is that my hair slowed, and then stopped falling out. I didn't notice all the hair in the drain, and that was right there was a winner for me. I was my own, I was my own project, and so I told people my experiences, and plus, it wasn't bad. Immediately after I started working the business, the money, I made quite a bit of money in the first month, because I went crazy. Kelly had told me about the founder opportunity, and different things that we could do, different streams of income. So right off the bat, I started running with it because I wanted it. And the products were absolutely amazing. One of the ways that she got me to actually jump over and make the decision, I had decided that I loved the product, but she had me go to meet Monat with her, and it was at a hotel up in Frisco here in Dallas. I live in the Dallas, Texas area. And so I went to this Meet Money, and at that time, it was just starting. There were a lot of people from Dallas and the Texas area and Oklahoma. Stuart, our president, was there. And some of the top people were there. Tony Van Schoik, Julie, all of the people that had started the business with us were there. And I listened to them talk about Monate, and it was a family. And I got a feeling of love. And not only did they love what they were doing and what the products were doing for them, they loved who they did it with. And that was something that I really needed at that time in my life. I was having a really hard time, and it really helped me to have this extra family to put a loving arm around me and run with me. And so I listened to some of the stories, and I turned to Kelly and I said, okay, I'm ready to start. I'm ready to sign. And she said, okay. And I said, now. I want to do it now before I may change my mind. And she said, right now, you want me to? And I said, yes, please get a computer and let's sign me up before I say no. And so she did. She had her computer, and we signed me up that night, and I've never looked back. As Aaron said, I did make it. I am a legacy founder, and it is a wonderful opportunity that I thank God for, and I thank Kelly for bringing it into my life, and just the wonderful people that I do the business with, and the things. Every time we turn around, Monate is putting something bigger and better out there for us. There, I also drive a Cadillac. I've actually leased my second one, and I have when you reach the market mentor level, that is our Monate Motor Club. And so I'm a Cadillac driver, and absolutely wonderful. Up until that point, I had never driven a brand new car. And I mean, I'm 50 some years old, and I had never driven a brand new car. So Monate gave me that opportunity to drive a brand new Cadillac. And I was like, wow. Now I drove nice cars, and my father was a big Cadillac person. So it was a big dream of mine. I was like, wow, this is all coming true. So I love it. I'm actually, like I said, I'm on my second one. I drive an XT6, and I love it. Amazing ride. I like that third row seating. And we normally have English Bulldogs, which we're getting ready to replace a couple that we had lost. And so we always think about the best vehicle, the most comfortable vehicle for our kids, which is our Bulldogs. So we're getting ready to adopt a couple more kids so that we have room for them in the car. But anyway, there are the owners of Monate, the Urdanettas. One of the things that I was really impressed with was Senior Luis. Every time he talked, he always mentioned that he wanted his market partners, and especially the ones of us that had just gotten on, he wanted us to make $1 million a month. And to me, that was just impossible. And I thought, he's crazy. I mean, he's just saying that, to get us to be interested in the business. Well, I'm here to tell you it can happen. And it's starting to happen. I am so impressed. We have nearly, Aaron, isn't it 60 millionaires now that Monate's made? We have almost 60 millionaires in the short time that we've been in business. We have people that are in the $5 million club. And if you reach the $5 million club, which is commissions that you make on your own within that amount of time, if you do that within 5 years of joining the company, you get a bonus of $250,000, which is absolutely amazing. We've got, I think, Julie Stevens, Tony Van Schoik, and I believe Ann Fisher are the three that have done it so far. There's probably more, but I can't think off the top of my head. There's 4. 5. Oh, yes, there are. They just did the million, isn't it? Kendall Weldon? I can't remember. I'm sorry if I missed your name. Um, you can get me later. But for us just being in business this long, it really is coming true. Senior Luis was right. We are making millions of dollars. The company is almost $1 billion company within a year. So we're getting to that point, and that's something that he wanted to do and wanted all of us to do. We have an absolutely wonderful president. Stuart McMillan is he's I love the way he always says, and there's more. Oh, wait, but there's more, and he means it. There's always more to Monet. The products that we've launched into, we're #1 in the luxury hair care line. But now, year before last, in September, we launched into the skincare, which all of us were kind of waiting for. And the skincare is absolutely amazing. Anybody that uses it, we had the 2 lines, the one for combination skin and the one for sensitive skin, but then we just launched this year the one for oily skin, which is kind of what I was waiting for because I kind of have oily skin. But just the products that go around it. And then this last September, which is normally the time that we have what we call Monations, we launched our wellness products. Absolutely amazing. The pro and prebiotic, the greens, which I have to say, that's probably the only way that I get my vegetables and my fruits, because I'm not good at eating vegetables and fruits, even though I love them. It's hard to cook them and remember to get them in that diet. But I get that in now through my greens, and the sleep drops are amazing. The energy drink is, the energy powder is wonderful. It's just the things that they come out with, the wellness products are absolutely feeding our hair and our skin and our body from the inside, not only the outside. But I probably should cut this shorter because I don't want to take up everybody's time. But I just want to tell you that Monat is changing my life, and more every day. I'm working on going into being into the director level, which probably will happen fairly soon. And I love changing everybody's life. To me, I love giving more than I love receiving. So to me, Monat is perfect, and being able to work with people and help change their life. I love the gratitude that Monat thinks about. I mean, we're an amazing company. We give a lot to different organizations, and that's our big thing. We love doing that, and that comes right from the top. But so anyway, I'm a hairdresser. I love Monat. I love all of their products, their facial products. All of it's anti-aging. It's vegan. We don't test on animals. We're Leaping Bunny qualified, which is a big one. And I understand, we may be spreading out a little bit more in the future. So it's always a good thing to think about that. But definitely, I can't say enough about Monat. If you have been invited on this call by somebody, get back to them and ask them about it. We have opportunities for flash sales where we get huge discounts on the product. We've got one going on now, which is an amazing flash sale where they do buying a certain amount of product, then you get a huge discount on other products. So, and we have a discount that builds as you buy more. So I'm going to let you go now. I love Monat, and I hope to see all of you in the near future. I will say one more thing. Had it not been for Monat in this pandemic, my business slowed down. Monat is what has got me through the pandemic and helped me make ends meet. And I know that it's had helped a lot of other people make ends meet also. And it's going to continue to do that and build even bigger and bigger. And once again, Aaron, thank you so much for having me on the call. I love you. So is it Patty now we go back to?
Hi. That
Thank you so much,
was
Patty, also.
wonderful. Thank you so much, Ty. Nice to meet you, and thank you for being here. We really appreciate you sharing. It's got me emotional because you clearly are, Monet has had such a huge effect on you, but you have obviously had the same effect on so many other people, and you've been able to help so many people, and that's wonderful. I was wondering if you would mind if I ask you a question.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay, so a lot of times when we have new market partners come on our teams, they really are so excited about the products and they want to share with their stylist. Can you give us some tips for how to do that? Because some people find there's a lot of resistance. Some people don't know what to say, and that's a really important relationship. So can you give us some tips on that?
Absolutely. I was hoping somebody might ask me that because it really is, and sometimes I run into that problem, but it's not a problem that you can't get through. One of the biggest things that I find in sharing with your hairdresser is always ask for their time. Don't naturally assume that you can jump in and tell them that the product is the best product in the world and that they need to be using this product, and don't be real forceful with them. Get in, ask for their time, make an appointment to see them. You do that, show them the respect that they deserve because they've earned it. They've worked their way to where they're working. If they own their own business or if they lease their own suite, they've worked themselves to that point. So ask for their time first and be upfront with them. Tell them that that you've been involved with, tell them what you do first, and then tell them, that you want to explain to them and tell them about your situation and you want their opinion and that their opinion is very important to you, and then go into it and explain the different situations to them. The big one is I always tell them, do you have a retirement? Have you, that type of thing, because retirement is different with hairdressers. Hairdressers usually only have retirement if they put a little bit away. And if you can explain the situation in a way where they can understand that Monet can pay them to the point where they can put away and they can have retirement through the founder shares or whatever it may be, that's a big one. That got me. And that was one of the things that Kelly asked me about. But yeah, and the thing is be understanding and do, to me, they are going to come back and probably say, no, I don't want to do this or whatever. Don't give up on them. I've had hairdressers that I've worked on 3 or 4 times before I've actually gotten. I don't think that a no is a definite no. To me, it meant not right now. And I always ask them, if something happens, can I come back and talk to you later? Is there something, supposedly they don't accept it in the beginning. I ask for their time later on. And a lot of them will say yes, as long as you respect their time. But, and the big thing is just letting them know how the products have affected you and people around you. And, and I point out, the products and the retail that you're pushing out to your clients, do you get a cut in that? That's the big one. I let them know, is that company paying you for selling their products? Most of the time it doesn't. And that's the thing that I tell all of my hairdressers is, thank God that Monet compliments me for selling their product and bringing their product into other people's lives. So, but the big one is ask for their time and be courteous. Don't get nasty with them, or, just be nice. Honey draws a lot more flies than vinegar.
I like that. I think that's so, so important, because I think sometimes people, if their stylist is maybe saying, I've heard some bad things and I don't think you should be using this, sometimes we take that personally. And then that can you know, you can have a rift in that relationship. And really, if you go in, I love that. If you go in and say, can I get your opinion? And then whatever their opinion is, respect their opinion and just know that maybe a little bit more information or maybe a little bit more time watching how your hair is changing might do the trick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, well,
You're
I
welcome.
don't know, Erin, do you have any more questions or no? Okay. I think if anybody has a question, you can drop it in the comments, but I think that's it for now. And if you have not put your first and last name in the chat for the draw, can you do that now, please? If you are not a market partner. So if you're a guest on here and somebody invited you to come and you haven't already done it, you can put it in. Robin's getting ready to do the draw. So thank you so much, Ty. Really, really appreciate your input. I have no doubt that you're going to hit director level like so soon. That's amazing. We will cheer
Thank you.
on. We'll be looking for that announcement and definitely
Perfect.
so exciting. That's awesome. Okay. I think we got everybody.
I think I have everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Robin.
So
Okay,
we're drawing. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go ahead. You go ahead. You got it.
So we're drawing for the Sunveil. I'm using a wheel of names, so I'm just going to tap to spin. And the winner is Christina. Congratulations, Christina.
That's great. Congratulations, Christina. Okay, everybody. Well, Erin, do you want to wrap this up or you want me to do it? What do you want to do?
I'll go ahead. So I just wanted to say thank you, Ty. You know, it's been a pleasure. I've seen you at so many events, always there, and I know how supportive you are of Monat and are true great representative of the culture that this company has put together. And so I just wanted to let everybody know, please, if you have any questions, your market partner that invited you they have all the answers. We're here to support you guys as well. If you ever have any questions, you can connect with us. And we're just one big team that helps each other find their dreams and make it through COVID and, you know, change their lives and find their retirement plans and you name it. So reach out to the person who invited you. If you won, please send them your address. And if either way, you should connect with them and see what more of this might be able to do for you guys. Thank you so much for joining and thank you again, Ty.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.